roll.
I'll be honest with you, man.
Look at that.
I've been busting at the seams for my boy Marcus. So enough with our nonsense. I mean, we're doing awesome. Marcus is on deck. He's suited up. I can see it, but he's ready to rock, man. Marcus, again, he's an NFL athlete, business coach, mindset coach. I'm gonna let Marcus do his own thing because the second this guy starts to go, it is boom time. I am really ready to go. Marcus, yes, welcome to the stage, Marques Ogden.
Hello, Michael. Gentlemen. Doing all right?
Yeah, man. We're excited to see you again. Thanks for hanging out with us on an epically cool Saturday.
No, absolutely, man. I love talking to you guys. Love bringing value. Love having conversation. So I'm always about all that good stuff, gentlemen.
So Marcus, why don't you walk us through like who you are? I think you do a better intro than I could ever do. Let's talk about who you were, where you came from. What we want to learn from you is how to go from one major successful career to another major successful career, work through the pitfalls, and then what are you doing now? Because where you have been is literally top of the mountain. Top of the mountain. Nobody's done it better than you, right? People think, man, once I made it in the NFL, everything's just perfect. It's just dream time. I'm moving, I'm shaking, everything's perfect. And you've got the post-life, you've got it all. So take it away, Marcus.
Yeah, so my name is Marques Ogden. I am from Washington, D.C. I live in a little bitty town called Fuquay, Varina, North Carolina. I'm about 30 minutes outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. I went to Howard University in Washington, D.C. As a matter of fact, I was out today. I just bought some new furniture. I bought my dream home like 16 to 18 months ago, and I had some furniture from Wayfair. So it's kind of just a filler. I kind of look like a frat boy who's like trying to fill his house up. And it was nice furniture. I mean, it looked aesthetically nice, but it was like not comfortable. So I upgraded, right? But I also found a really cool bison picture, which is actually going to be hanging up in the hallway leading to my office. So I went to Howard University, which is the bison. It was phenomenal, man. I had a great time there. I became a 4-year starter for Howard, which was even better, right? Like my dad went to Howard University as well. He was a bison. So playing at Howard, and then I'm in the Hall of Fame at Howard, and so is my dad. So my dad went in for track. I went in for football. So again, had a great career at Howard University. I then, when I was planning to go be a financial planner, right, I worked at Merrill Lynch in downtown DC, internship. I was going to go work on Wall Street in New York for Merrill Lynch. That was my career. That was my next move when I left Howard. But the National Football League decided to draft me in 2003. So I got drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Jaguars were amazing to go and play for. Play with guys like Fred Taylor, John Henderson, Marcus Stroud, Maurice Williams, Mark Brunell. I could just go down the list. Phenomenal players. From there, went to Baltimore, Buffalo, and I finished up with the Tennessee Titans. So I had over a 6-year NFL career. And when I got out of the NFL, right, Michael, I struggled immensely with alcohol, addiction, painkillers, loneliness, anxiety, depression, you name it, right, Mike? I had it. I experienced it. And I finally found something that I thought was my next calling, that I thought was going to be the next thing in my life to carry me all through my life. I founded Caden Premier Enterprises. We started off as a small concrete contractor in Baltimore City, and we grew to an multiple 8-figure a year earning construction business. And how we did that, right, Mike? Mindset was all that we really tapped into. We tapped into what we call the willpower that you need in order to develop the skills that you have. If you're listening to this awesome, show episode, this whole, event, listen to this. If you want to have a successful business, you have to integrate emotion and logic. All right? You have to integrate emotion and logic. Think about it. Businesses like Microsoft, right? Bill Gates is all on the logic side. Paul Allen, when he was alive, was on the emotion side, right? Think about Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg is the logic side. His partner, Cassandra, or his main partner, she is the emotion side, right? And so what I'm trying to express to you is that you have to have a business that has heart and has brain power, right? Because think of this, right? If you have a business that has emotion but no logic, you won't scale. If you're a company that has tons of logic but no emotion, nobody's going to want to buy from you. Okay. Hayden Premier Enterprises, we excelled at the emotion part. That's what I was good at. Things like willpower, things like dreams, things like vision. I was really good at that. Brought in my partner, and we hired people on the logic side to do things like systems, create a plan, help us, preserve and raise capital, all these things. And we literally grew from starting out to over $20 million a year. But here's the thing, right? Like, if your mindset is one that doesn't stay humble, if your mindset is one that you think you know everything, that you can do no wrong, that you can make no mistakes, that your ego is not going to get in the way, if your ego gets bigger than the good part of your soul, you're screwed. And that's exactly what happened to me. In 2012, we were the largest company in site work, minority based, at the beginning of 2012 in Baltimore City. By the end of 2012, the beginning of 2013, I was in trouble. I ended up losing all the logical parts of the business, the plan, the capital, the systems, the skills, right? I lost my competitive edge. It was just a matter of time. I lost all of my best people. All those are what we call the logic building blocks. And as a result of that, as soon as I lost all those logic building blocks, 90 days later, I lost everything.
90 days?
Everything in 90 days. Home foreclosed on, okay? Both cars repossessed in the same day. When I got to Raleigh, I had $400 left to my name. That's it. That's all I had left. No credit cards, no bank line, no money, no resources. I moved to Raleigh because my current, at the time, fiance, who's now my ex-wife, her family was in the area. I didn't know a soul when I got here. Not a person, but her family. Came here, I ended up having to file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Now get this, Mike. I was so broke. I was so dirt poor. It took me almost 7 months to pay off my bankruptcy, which cost $3,300. I was on the hook for, when I went and finally paid it off, my bankruptcy attorney said, Marques, you have had the most creditors on a business, on what we have done in our history.
Oh my goodness.
177 creditors. 177. Over $5.5 million of debt. Imagine Mike being so broke, that so poor, that you are on the hook, that you can be sued, your bank accounts can be garnished by all those people. Anytime. Now, it would take time for them to do that. But at any time they could start the process. The only thing protecting you is filing that Chapter 7 to keep them away. But I was so broke. I was so destitute. I was so down on my luck. I couldn't do it. You know what's funny, Mike? I went and bought my furniture today. I bought a nice couch, 2 nice couches, a love seat. I bought 2 end tables, a sleek little like coffee table, 2 pieces of art for $3,300.
That's awesome.
Right? But the point is, right, Mike, I could buy that now, right? I couldn't even pay that then to keep people away from ruining my life even more than I had already ruined it. Right? So then, right?
Yep.
So then I'm working at Merrill Lynch for a short time, trying to get myself together. I'm like, wow, I'm on the comeback. I'm getting paid. I'm studying. Boom, boom, boom. I get fired after 2 months.
Come on.
Because I'm so focused on trying to, right, sell emotion. Hey, here's my dream. Hey, hire me. Hey, here I am. No logic, no systems, no plan. I was failing my practice test. They had to let me go. Went to a construction company the next day. Guy at the gym, I knew him. He said, Marcus, looking for a job? I sure am. He gave me $1,000 up front, gave me a company phone, gave me a company truck, said, here you go. And then 5 days later said, okay, I'll take the truck back. I'll take the phone back. You can keep the money. Give me the laptop. You're fired. We're shutting down the sales store. You're out of a job. The only job I could get at that time, other than coaching football to kids, very minute little business, I worked as a custodian in downtown Raleigh for $8.25 an hour from 10 p.m. until 5 a.m. on the graveyard shift. Literally, I was making $311.80 per week. That's what I was making. And here's the thing, right? Everybody tells me, well, Marcus, how did you do that? What was it? I said, you know what? I had bills to pay. I had a family to feed. I had to take care of my responsibilities. So I did it. But what's interesting is, right, Mike, I didn't take any ownership of the failure in my life until I hit complete rock bottom. One of my favorite quotes by one of my favorite authors, J.K. Rowling, rock bottom is the moment that I rebuilt my life. It took me having my spoiled milk moment where somebody's maggot-filled meat, nasty, stinking, protruding garbage got all over me, my skin, my body, my clothes. I cleaned myself up about 4:30 in the morning, and I sat down on the curb and I cried for 10 minutes. And I realized at that time, at that moment, I put myself on the curb. Not my business partner, not my employees, not the developer, not the hospital, not the city of Baltimore. It was Marques Ogden. I go to the gym 6 days a week. In the gym, there are mirrors everywhere. And what I realized is that is to tell you that if you want change, if you want to be great, it's going to be you that's going to get you there. You can hire a personal trainer. That's fantastic. A personal trainer cannot do the work for you, right? They can't do it for you. I tell people all the time, if somebody comes to me with skills and no willpower, I can't coach them. If you come to me with willpower and need the skills, I can teach you because I can't make you disciplined. I can't make you gritty. I can't make you work hard. I can't do it. No matter what I say. Like Jack Del Rio told me as a 22-year-old rookie, right? Listen to this.
I love Jack Del Rio.
You can either make excuses, Marcus, or you can make the Jaguars roster as a rookie. The choice is yours, but you can't have both. You can't make excuses and make my football team. It's not possible. Make the choice. You can either get results or you can make excuses. So at that moment, I said, I put myself here. I going to lift myself off the curb. I said, what can I do? What value do I have? What emotion and what passion do I have to help people? How do I do this? How do I turn this desire to help people into something to help more people? So let's start speaking. Why not? Tony Robbins did it. He was a janitor. How hard could it be? Ladies and gentlemen, I started the business with tons of emotion, but no logic. So every job I got was either a free job or I was told no for 2.5 years. 2.5 years. Finally got my first paid job in April 2016. I started in September 2013. Got my first paid job in April 2016 for Miller Mock College in Wilmington, North Carolina for their 100th commencement graduation speech. Looking back on that job, I was awful, but it was my first one of paid substance. And I look at it and say, well, that's how you learn. And then I did a couple more jobs here or there, nothing substantial. Then in 2018, I met Mel Robbins, a world-renowned speaker. I went to a program called NAPSA, which is right here on my desk. That sucks. NAPSA, National Athletic Professional Success Academy. This 5-day program changed my life. Without it, I don't have the logical systems to do what I do. Right? Went there, went to the program, learned the business, learned how to create a plan, learn how to take a vision and put capital behind it, learn how to take a dream and put systems behind it, learn how to have a mission and put a plan behind it, learn about how to have a healthy culture with the right people. And the last now going on, what is that? 2018, where we had the last 7 years, we have worked for over 70 Fortune 500 companies as a speaker. Over 70 of the Fortune 500 people. We have spoke for almost 20% of the top 500 companies in our society. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to hear something about mindset? Okay. Remember this. Okay. Plan like Japan, execute like America. There are over 50,000 100-year-old businesses in Japan. The oldest company in the world, Kongo Gumi, Kongo-Gumi, Kongo, little line over the G, Gumi. Look them up. They were founded in 578 AD. 578 AD. Wow. They're a construction company. They started building Buddhist temples in Japan in 578 AD. And their current CEO says, have the mindset to never get drunk. And what he means is have the mindset to never rest or on your loins or on your past success. Don't get drunk on what you've done. You did something? Awesome. What's next? Right? You did that? Great. What's the next challenge? What's the next hill to climb? One of my favorite quotes by Regina King, a phenomenal actress, movie director. I have loved her ever since Boys in the Hood, both because she was awesome and because I thought she was cute, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. And so here's what it is, right? The comfort zone is where dreams go to die. Period. In life,
amen,
your
Marques.
mindset has to bend at times of pressure, but it can't break.
Can't break. That's my mindset.
It's normal to have it bend, but never have it break. Because once it breaks, it is so hard to get it back. If you want to have the mindset, now here's the challenge. Are you all ready to do what is necessary to develop and sustain an unbreakable mindset? Ladies and gentlemen, I filed for divorce 2.5 years ago. Went to a mediator in October 2022. Had to move out of the home that I had bought with my ex and had my daughters in the home. I was seeing them half the time. I had to move into a crappy, broken down, roach infested 2-bedroom apartment. I only had 2 weeks to find something that I could have for me and my daughter when she was with me half the time. Let me tell you something. Found something November 1st, 2022. For 2.5 months, I cried myself to sleep every single night. Every night. Didn't matter every night. Cried myself to sleep. How am I getting divorced? Why me? This, that, and the other. Poor me. This, that, and the other. I finally woke up mid-January of 2023 and said, man, enough is enough, Marques. You have been sulking. You have been crying. Nothing has changed. If you don't make a change now, you're going to be in this apartment for potentially years, longer, or maybe even the rest of your life. Man up, step up, right? Again, you can show up and show out. So I say, you know what? Let's go. Focused on my business. I did these 4 B's. I visualized, I vocalized, I voted, and I ventured. I visualized the life that I wanted for myself. I vocalized, I am good enough. I do deserve happiness, right? Great quote by Bruce Lee. Never tell your mind negative thoughts in a joking manner. Your body cannot dissimulate the difference. Don't do it. So I vocalized, I am good enough. I am smart enough. I do deserve it. I do have the opportunity to do something better for myself and my daughters. I have to vocalize that. So I did. Vote every single day. Listen to a chapter of a book, journal, connect people like Mike, like Jake. Get around people. Do something. Move. Don't just say, oh, I've had enough today. No, cast a vote. Make that phone call. Make that sales call. Talk to me. And people tell you no, next opportunity. Keep moving. It's nothing personal. Keep it going. Keep it moving, right? And so that's what I did. I voted every single day and then ventured. I got out and I found people I could connect with and I vibe with, and I created a new tribe of individuals that were like-minded. Again, moved out November 1st, 2022. Cried for 2.5 months. January 15th, 2023, enough's enough. May 15th, 2023, I bought my brand new dream home by myself without a W-2 job. I bought over a $500,000 house by myself. I am still the only person in my entire development that is single and is not a 2-income household. I'm the only one. About 250 amazing, wonderful people live in serenity. By the way, I was living in a crappy environment, right? God said, Marques, you deserve this. He moved me into a development called Serenity. That is the name of my development. He said, wow. Hold on, I'm gonna give you one more, big fella. I'm gonna move you on to Serendipity Drive.
What?
Now, how about this? How about this? The only street name in the development, right? We have Serenity, Calming Way, Serenity Park, Loving Street. I mean, like all these, all Welcome Home Road, like all these are beautiful, right? The only street in this development that is like a somewhat normal name, the name is Sneed, Sneed. And how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Sneed is my middle name.
Stop it.
It is. My name is Marques Sneed Ogden, and it's spelled the exact same way. Sneed. It is my maternal grandfather's family name. Wow. My grandma always called me MSO, Marques Sneed Ogden. The point is, if you vocalize, if you visualize, if you venture out, if you do these things, right, you will create victory in your life. You will create fulfillment. You will find serenity. You will find peace. You'll live the life that you deserve